Guess I misread the landing.
See what I can do!
Resonate with
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
Resonate with the good!
Lancer! Steel! Pierce! I never miss! Lightning!
You're mine! Blaze Rush!
These games challenge me.
Yeah! And pummeling to me! Hitting through!
Raging Cascade!
Castle! Elusive Deed! Take this!
Leave the charges to me! Air thrust! Annihilation! You made good work of them!
I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve, young lady.
I hope to see them sometime!
You're mine! Be still!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it. This will be a delicious piece of cake!
You're finished!
Radiant light! Thunder field! Lightning! They're surrounding us!
Elusive
Is it high? There! Just back it out again! Let's see who all cuts away! By the power of water!
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Let's go!
Take this! Rising
I'll face
Falcon!
you.
Take this!
Flame of fury!
You're finished! Elusive Deed! Don't take this!
How anti-
Here I
Freeze
come!
Lancer!
You're finished!
Lightning
Begin
orb!
to ready! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around! And again!
Here I come!
Certainly not.
Lightning
Take
orb!
this!
Alright, go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Easy peasy, ha Hoodle.
Oh crap! Oh crap!
This one will be difficult to predict.
It's
It's a duel of the eyes!
far enough! Burn in hell! Flying spree! Why can't they just sit still? Shionne, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
A thrilling performance. As for arts,
That's my cue! I never miss!
Shut him down! Here I
Here,
come!
let me help! First aid!
Lunar Roll! Here I come!
Light Astral
It's
Power
over.
Solar!
Soaring down!
Our expert, coming through!
couldn't make it in time.
Seal! Confiscated! Here's a healing art!
Resuscitation!
First aid!
Not done yet!
Tempest Whirl! Alright, here I go!
I'll take you!
Lightning condensed by the power of water! Thunder
Take
Blade!
this!
me in their sight.
I'm ready. Eagle assault! Far enough!
You're mine!
Wind after energy! Hear me! Bring the fury!
You're finished!
Hit!
I'm not done!
No more playing night! Searing
Eagle God!
It's over!
Who you are! If it's in the sky,
Take
it's
this!
mine! Tempest!
You're
Away!
Soda! Here I come!
Lightning! Steel!
I'll finish you here and now! Take this!
Here! Ow! Here's the
Now you see what I can do!
Photon blast!
It's over!
It won't end like this!
Talon Hurricane!
Tempest God! Arch Field! Photon Lightning Condemned! Thunder! Don't mind if I do!
Watch it!
I can
I'll
handle
be
it!
first!
Talon Hurricane! Denied!
Thunder Dragon!
All disasters
Eagle
made
assault!
one! Come forth, the helix of purity! Maelstrom!
First strike!
I'm on a roll now!
Raging Cascade!
Not my finest.
Spread! Current Malevolence! Our magic is... Bam! Sealed! More
From
for the
beyond,
stockpile.
imbue this vanquished soul with love resuscitation.
Raging Storm! It's showtime!
Heal!
Art expert coming through!
Here I come!
Use this sweet force to take her down.
All together, everyone!
Not on my watch!
Tiger Blade!
Blind you with a stop.
Take this!
Arctic
It's
Water!
over!
Shine, radiant light.
Take this!
Force of
This
return.
one is mine!
Ludos You're mine!
Denied!
Regenerate.
Burn!
They're all coming after me!
Incantation ruined.
Redwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
This one's mine!
You're
No
finished!
further.
Lightning orb!
This one's mine!
No.
Can't end here!
Forgive me.
This one's mine! Tiger Blade!
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love resuscitation. Shine, radiant light.
Mine!
Sleep now.
Heal.
This one's mine!
Lightning thrust!
Arts being interrupted.
Tiger Blade!
I'm not done!
This one's
Ludos!
mine!
Can you take it? Is this what little pain feels like? No further.
Going in. Sealed. Art expert coming through.
On guard!
Water astral energy.
On guard!
Whoa, hey, one at a
guard.
time. Not in your dreams.
Look sharp!
Shining supernova.
Far enough!
Whoa, hey, one
This
at a
one's
time.
mine!
Spread.
Tiger Blade.
Blah, 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 magic. Sleep
Look
now.
sharp!
More for the stockpile.
On guard! This one's mine!
Whoa,
This one's
hey,
mine.
one at a time.
Going in!
Sleep now. Let's
The
get you all
power of
out the way.
light! Alright, let me out!
Hold on to your art. Here I come.
Going in!
Steel
The power of light! I'm ready to go!
Aqueous Surge! This is bad. Real bad.
Stay calm. You need to keep a level head.
Right. Calm, Rinwell. Nice and calm. All disasters made one. Come forth, the helix of purity!
Sloppy!
Maelstrom! Hup! Charge Malevolence! Arctic Waterfall! Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind! Arts require complete focus! Charge Magic Azam! In here! Get on in there with the others! Water Astral Energy! Where that came from? Raging Cascade! In here! This'll come in handy. Take care of Poodle.
I'm not done yet!
That's no ordinary stray there.
We'd best stay out of its way for now. Let's see what you've got.
I'm not done! Lightning thrust!
Flame! Reload! These ones can run rings around us!
You're finished!
I can handle it!
Take this! Ludo! Rising rocket!
Prepare to be sealed, Ludos forces. Actually, perhaps sound is more appropriate.
Let's talk some more duels!
Here I come! It's over!
Reload! Freeze Lancer!
Here I come! Dazzle! Ludo!
Killing!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
I lack the energy for healing arts.
Yes.
What? I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Good. Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, La.
You're welcome?
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. We're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own. What?
What's that noise?
Alphen, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dahna.
Not just into Dahna, but our own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dahna is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Shionne? Shionne?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pillaging.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dahna, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
I bet the whole of Dahna's losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pillaging seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dahna's astral energy as we speak. Come on. We don't have much time.
Where are these Foreland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Guess I misread the landing.
Dispose of the trash.
Be still! I'm not done!
You're mine!
It's over!
Glacial
Rising Phoenix! It's mine! It's over!
Soaring
Do it! Keep going, Frozen!
Hammer! Radiant
Come on! Elusive, it's over!
Eagle Ray!
Come on!
Lightning Orb!
I'm ready! Stardust!
Lost!
Demons Descend!
Flashing Fang!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
All glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Come one, come all! Rising Falcon! Take this!
Where are you going? Light that
I owe you one! Take this! Tempest engulfs you! Here I go! It's over!
You'll soon see about that!
Too much!
Couldn't make it in time.
I'll bring you back from death to pain. Raging resuscitation. Sweet now. Searing essence. Get out of there.
Number one, save you! No further! Take this! Dance!
Lightning orb. Dance to the wind.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Will this help? Confiscated! I'm on a roll now! I'll heal you all! Disasters day one! Console! The village of fury now!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Easy! Way to go!
What's this?
Let the solid sword! Where are you going?
I'm sorry to be involved.
We've all got enough.
Yes, ma'am.
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Hear me! Flame of fury! Dig Glacial Freeze Lancer! Thunder Field! Eagle Fly!
It's over!
Shionne! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load.
Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history.
Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure, filled with memories.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahna master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahna master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pillaging?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Let's see what you've got. Here I come! You're finished! Stay. Come. I shall provide assistance.
One more!
Now or never.
Light astral in the wind! Arming astral? Light astral energy!
Ludo! Resonate with the earth. Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And pummel it to me! Lightning thrust!
Wind astral
Ludo!
energy!
Crescent flash!
Lightning condemned! Thunder blade!
Take this! Here I come! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate! Now I can let loose!
Raging energy!
Be still! Now I can
Sleep
let
now.
loose!
This'll come in handy.
Ready to go! Take this!
Shining!
Turbo!
Do it!
Be still! Start up! Ignite!
It's showtime!
Cast on the wind!
First aid!
Death shall not be
Move
forgotten.
escape!
Lancer!
Ludo! I'm ready! Remember!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
You sure showed them.
All in a day's work.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shionne.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shionne in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shionne exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shionne or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?